Okay guys, it's Lake Fork Bass here. Here the past 3 or 4 days I've been throwing, excuse me, I've been throwing a Zoom Magnum finesse worm with the 2-aught Mustad Kevin Van Dam Signature Series bass hooks off of lily pads as Topwater. Now we're going to call this worm skitting. Okay, this is a new technique. I don't know if it's a real technique or not, but it works. Like, I have one in the live well right now, using this trick. It's just I'm casting on top of the pads. I have it rigged so where it's weedless, so it's Texas rigged where it's weedless, and I'm just dropping it on a pad or casting it on a pad and just twitching it like really easy. And I mean, they're just blowing up on it like a frog. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, I missed one on those pads, and then those pads way over there is where I missed one, way over there, and then these pads right here is where I pulled this one in the live well. And I was on the other side of these pads, and I casted about right here, and I had a huge one hit, and then he got down on around the lily pads and wrapped me up, and I lost him. So I'd honestly recommend, I'm using 12-pound P-line fluoroclear. I do not recommend using fluorocarbon for this. I would use a stiff rod, because this is a real flimsy skeet reef. So I'd recommend using a stiff rod such as my Vendetta and heavy braid, just so you can pull them out of the pads real easy. And it's just like a frog. I mean, I would give him a 2-second swallow or whatever you want to call it. I would give him a 2-second swallow, but basically, you make a cast. It's going to be kind of hard. I'm not left-handed, but whatever. So you're going to make a cast, and you're just going to barely twitch it off the pads. I mean, you'll get hung up, yes, just like that. But I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. I mean, I've heard a lot of things about it from Mr. Bill, but I've never actually got out and tried it. But here these past few days, that's all I've been catching them on, is just these topwater worms like this and just fishing them topwater. I mean, I haven't caught them on anything else but using these worms topwater, so I don't know what's going on, but that's what's working. So whatever's working, I mean, I guess I'm going to use, and usually topwater is a better way to go anyways for me. But it's just barely twitching it. I mean, you won't get hung up as much. It's just right now my worm is a little messed up. You normally won't get hung up as much as long as you like poke. Once you get the hook through, if you poke it in the worm a little bit, that way, see, like here, I'll show you. Like right now on my worm, as you can see, it's open. Okay, you're gonna want to poke the hook into the worm, kind of like that, so it doesn't really get hung up. But like I said, use a heavy braid. I recommend 50-pound and up. I'm using 50-pound Power Pro braid. I'm going to start using for this in an Abu Garcia Vendetta 6'9", and I would recommend like a really stiff rod, like a swim bait rod or a cranking rod for this technique. But yeah, we'll get to you guys tomorrow when I get my camera. We'll have some hat cam blow ups hopefully, and we'll see you guys later.